I'm Ed Schad. Welcome to Glass Tire's top shows in Los Angeles. We usually do 5.
This week we have 4.
This is Catherine Wagley, by the way. But the first show we're going to do is at Loudhailer, a small gallery in Culver City.
It's a group show called Meanwhile in Lonesome Valley, and the title comes from this piece by Barbara Rossi that's on the back wall. It's called Double Crossing Lonesome Valley, and it just sucks you in.
I didn't know Barbara Rossi's work, but you know, it's the type of experience that makes you want to learn a lot more. An experience that actually happens quite often at Loudhailer Gallery. But this group show as a whole has a lot to offer. There's a couple of objects by Orion Martin that I really enjoy.
Weird, distorted face bust.
Absolutely, it's definitely worth a visit. The next show we'd like to talk about is actually much higher profile.
It's Mark Bradford at the Hammer. It's a show called Scorched Earth after a painting he made of that title in 2006, although that painting is not in the show at all.
And there's pieces throughout the Hammer. There's a big wall work that greets you. There's a video work, and there's also a selection of paintings.
Yeah, the video work is a response to Eddie Murphy's kind of offensive, or genuinely offensive, 1983 film Delirious. And it's Mark Bradford doing stand-up comedy off camera. I was just into the rhythms and the absurdities and the way it was kind of trying to queer 80s black machismo.
It's definitely a fascinating work. I have to say I related to the paintings more. And here you have him expanding the informal economies that become the maps of cities, that become constellations or organic shapes. Here, all of those same concerns, compositions that remind you of Terry Winters or Jackson Pollock, this time they impact you on kind of a cellular level.
Yeah, they're bodily. Some of the best moments are these up-close moments where a fuchsia looks like flesh and a scab that's been pulled away, and the black marks look like burn marks, but they could be not burn marks from a fire, burn marks at an intimate scale. It's like a commercial gallery show in a certain way. All the work was made in 2015. Wall labels say courtesy of Hauser and Wirth. This work has never been in the world somewhere else.
I think it could have fermented a little more before I saw the museum. I'm happy to see Mark Bradford have a show in Los Angeles, way overdue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish it would have been more of an overview, more of an expansive view of Mark's career as a whole. So the next gallery show we'd like to recommend is at the Box in downtown Los Angeles.
Yes, and that show is called Let Power Take a Female Form, and it's 3 generations. Eugenia Butler, who was a gallerist who had one of the first conceptual art galleries in Los Angeles in the late 60s, early 70s, is her work and the work her gallery showed is represented. Eugenia P. Butler, Eugenia Butler's daughter, who was an artist, who showed at the gallery and also showed afterward, is represented in a lot of actually really gorgeous drawings. Some of those drawings are really beautiful.
Drawings are great.
And then Corazon del Sol, who's Eugenia P. Butler's daughter, Eugenia Butler's granddaughter. And she's the one who really put this whole show together. And it's like, I've never felt context so sensually in a formal exhibition
I've never seen an exhibition be so candid about generations.
Yeah.
I've never seen a father-daughter or a mother-daughter, especially not a grandmother-granddaughter association. That was a very strange, very fresh take on a gallery show, and there's a liveliness to it, and there's an earthiness to it that really wants you to engage with this stuff, no matter how crazy it is. Much less crazy is our first show that we recommend.
But you were just citing Mad Max.
Well, I mean, when I saw Evan Goff's show at Diane Rosenstein, it was weird because it was Mad Max without the madness. It's as peaceful as the apocalypse. I've never seen the apocalypse so peaceful in my life.
Yeah.
Beautiful, sort of Edward Bertinsky / Robert Adams, devastating scenes of quarries and emptying reservoirs, but at the same time, the artist himself is sort of registering as sort of an unapologetic wanderer. Late 18th century Euro way of looking at the burned out environment.
Yeah, except that also, I feel like a lot of artists right now are making objects and also pushing out ephemeral experiences. We're trying to capture the ephemeral through a video or through these flimsy objects, and like Evan's obsessed with
It's amazing.
making the objects speak to the experience.
It's true. For thousands of years, people couldn't give a shit about ephemeral experiences. Now we're obsessed with it, and it's good to see. It's good to see an artist getting back to things that take time, thinking about things at a geological level. It's a fresh take. It's such a. I mean, you can only meditate on a coffee cup for so long. I don't know. It's a bit of a rant, but go see the show. I do think this is a good show.
It's worth it.